Oh yeah. What up and what's happening to all my model car big dogs and bad boys out there? Once again, it's your big homie, Big Stan, coming at you with a very special review episode of the newly released Dedicated Magazine Volume 1. And for those that are unfamiliar with the background on this magazine right here, this is a collaboration project between Willie Ramirez Jr. and David Bain. Okay, two heavily involved individuals, when it comes down to the model car community. And Willie Ramirez Jr., Mr. Ramirez happens to reside in California. I'm not sure exactly what part of California, but I believe it's around like closer to the Los Angeles area. And Mr. Bain, which is a good friend of mine, and he's a head of the LUGK Model Car Club that I'm a member of. He resides in Denton, Texas. All right, but Mr. Bain is very, very heavy into the model car scene. As far as putting shows together and many model car activities, things like that around the Dallas area. So a lot of you guys around the Texas and surrounding areas are pretty familiar with him, who also goes by the name of Dig the Range. And I just want to give you guys a little background on the creation of this magazine right here. But without any further rambling, I'm going to go ahead and get into the actual review of the magazine. I received mine over the weekend, in which it just came out this month. It was online order only. Okay, and they did a lot of advertisement, through social media and things like that, but they do have their own website and everything, in which I'll be sure and leave all the links and everything that you'll need in order to purchase the next issue of this magazine when it's available. Okay, but yeah, man, just to go over the magazine itself, first off, I want to let you guys see the extras that came with the magazine, which is dedicated logo sticker with the rainbow effect, which is really nice. And I also got some exclusive Detailed Junkies accessories, which happens to be the license plates, a couple of replica posters in the magazine that you can flip on both sides, or you can either cut down the middle and do it that way, but I think that it would be best to just go ahead and fold it and glue it in the center. And that way, I wouldn't suggest mounting it on your models or anything. Just let it sit in there freely, and that way you can flip it over, and you'll see why I'm telling you that here in a little bit. But yeah, it's got the newer version of the license plate frames that are more flexible, and they're actually adhesive. All these are Detailed Junkies products. You know what I'm saying? So again, I'll leave the links in the description, so you can get a hold of that kind of stuff, whenever it's available. But yeah, here's the poster that came with the magazine. And I believe this is for everybody I think everybody actually pre-ordered the magazine. I don't know if it was a certain time frame that you had to meet in order to receive all this extra stuff, that came with it. But yeah, here's a look at Mazdak Ramirez's one of his classic builds that's still looking good, even at today's standards. You know what I'm saying? It's a very OG, old school build. I remember that car from back in the LRB days. And then here's a Cadillac that was done by John Teresi. I believe both. I know Willie Ramirez is the president of Down the Scale. I believe both of these gentlemen here are OG members of the Down the Scale Model Car Club as well. But yeah, man, just to take it a step further, back in the day, this was all we had when it came down to model car magazines, or any type of model cars being featured in magazines, in which, this was the standard for years, which was the Lowrider Bicycle magazine, and all my longtime model car builders know exactly what's going on with this. So you had maybe about half the magazine that was dedicated to the model cars, and this was one of the early 2000s issues of this magazine. So, and I can't find a lot of my older ones, but yeah, man, that was what we had, as far as that. And there was a few other attempts, at model car magazines and things like that, or model car features, into some of the other lowrider magazines that was out back in the day. But yeah, just to give you guys a quick look at this, so you'll know what you're getting the next time that this magazine will be available. I don't think this particular issue will be available again. As far as I know, as of right now, it's out of print and it'll be unavailable. But volume 2 will be available around May or June, I believe. But I'll keep you guys posted. If anybody has any questions that they would like to ask me, just leave the questions in the comments section, and I'll answer everything to the best of my ability. But again, this just gives you guys a good look at, how detailed and how well put together this magazine is. And I mean, everything is just very high quality, from the pages and the overall presentation of this magazine, man. I was very impressed with it, and it's got a lot of features from, the old school builders, man, from back in the days, back when I first started getting into building model cars in the mid 90s, man. A lot of these guys have been around since before then, and these guys are considered the innovators, you know what I'm saying? And then you got a lot of the, more up-to-date builders being featured in here, along with their cars and a lot of their projects and things. But yeah, man, I just want to give you guys a brief look at what's going on with this magazine here, and a big shout out to the creators of Dedicated Magazine. Just want to give you guys a personal shout out and a salute, and thank you for allowing me to be your official reviewer and spokesperson for Dedicated Magazine. And with that being said, I have been given the task of coming up with a column to write for the next edition of Dedicated Magazine, in which I'm going to be getting to work on that real soon. I'm very honored and privileged to have that be put upon me, in order to do. I've been in the model car game for well over 20 years now, and I never would have imagined things getting taken to this level, and this here is just proof that whatever you put your mind to, you know what I'm saying, and the label and the name says it all. Dedicated. You dedicate yourself to something, you commit yourself to something, man, and sky's the limit. That's basically what I'm saying. So again, big shout out to everybody that was responsible for this first issue of Dedicated Magazine. And I know that big things are ahead, you know, in the days and the years to come for the hobby and the community. And I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to sign off with that. And I'm going to come back with some up-to-date model car videos featuring all of my previous builds that I need to go back and do up-to-date videos on. So be on the lookout for that. And before I go, big thank you to everybody for all of your ongoing support, all of your love, all of your participation with my channel. I've got a 500 subscriber giveaway that I'm trying to come up with an idea on what I'm going to do for that. So everybody that's subscribed, or you know, if you're a new subscriber, everybody will be included within the number. You know, there's 500 and whatever, you know, up to the time that I do the video to make the announcement on the giveaway. So yeah, man, I'm not gonna go any further, but again, thank you to everybody, and continue to be on the lookout for more upcoming video projects from your big homie. Until the next time, y'all already know what it is. Y'all already know what it do. All right. Yeah.